Today we're going to make this Happy St. Patrick's Day craft, and to get started we are going to need some supplies. So here I have some scissors, a pencil, a whole bunch of crayons. So here I have green, purple, blue, yellow, orange, red, so the colors of the rainbow. I also have a black marker, some glue, and I have some paper. I'm using green for my background, white to draw on, and black for my pot of gold. So grab what you need and let's get started. You could also use markers for this or pencil crayons. You don't need to use crayons. Paints would be also beautiful. For this craft, you can use any size piece of paper you have. So you could take this piece of paper and use this entire thing for the background. I'm actually going to keep this long side left to right, short side top to bottom, and I'm going to fold it over. So I'm folding mine because I want half the page. I only want my craft to be a little bit smaller, but you could keep the entire thing. You get to decide. So I'm folding it and I am going to cut it out. You're either joining me or just keep your page as the large size, whatever you would like. You can even make it smaller if you wanted to. This is going to be the background. And then I want to put my white page inside here. So I'm going to glue my white page in there, but to do that, I'm going to take my white page and long side left to right, short side top to bottom, I'm going to fold it over from left to right. Now, if you didn't fold your first one, then you're not going to fold your second one. You just want your white piece of paper to fit inside. Now, I folded it. I have a fold line, and I'm going to cut that out. Now, once I cut this out, I am ready to secure it onto my green page. What I want is that green page kind of to be like a picture frame at the back. So you can see I have a little bit of a border around the outside. And that's what I want it to look like, and then I'm going to glue it. Now, if you don't have green, you could use another color. If you don't have green at all, you don't even need a border. You could just use your white piece of paper to do this craft. Or if you don't have a white piece of paper, you could use whatever color you do have. Now I'm going to take my black piece of paper, and I'm going to want to make right here a pot of gold. So I'm going to put my pot of gold here in this left-hand corner. I'm just going to move my paper over to that left-hand corner because I don't want my pot of gold to be too big for my piece of paper. So you have to decide how big your piece of paper is. I folded it on that fold line. I'm going to draw a line that goes out to the right, kind of curves over a little bit, and then back out and curves. So just like a half a pot. So out, I'm going to show you with this yellow curve, and then curve, I make a bigger curve all the way to the bottom. So I'm making a half a pot, and it's because I folded my piece of paper in half. So I only have to make half and cut that out, and I will have a pot of gold, or this will just be the pot. We'll make the gold after, but I will have a pot that is symmetrical, the same on one side as it is on the other. So there you go. I think that's a good size for me. You just check to make sure the size on your paper is okay. Then what you're going to do is want to make your gold for your pot of gold. To do that, I am using yellow. You can choose whatever color you have. So with my yellow piece of paper, I want to fold it. Folding it will make it so much easier to make a whole bunch of gold at one time. So you're going to take your yellow piece. I probably don't need all of this. I'm just going to trim a little bit. And with the piece that I do have, I'm going to start folding. So I'm going to fold once, and then I'm going to fold again, and I think I have space to fold one more time. Now sometimes when you're folding too many times, it can get tricky and hard to cut. So if you can only fold twice, that's okay. Just fold twice. Then I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to draw some gold. So just some circles. I think I have space for 2 on here. They don't all have to be the same size. I can make one that's a little bit bigger. It doesn't really matter. You decide what you'd like your gold to be. And then you're just going to cut them out. Now because I've folded several times and I'm able to draw 2 coins, I'm going to have a whole bunch of coins. If it didn't work for you, that's okay. Just keep drawing so that you have a whole bunch of circles for your coins, and then you can start gluing. So I'm going to take that pot, I'm going to glue it in the bottom left-hand corner, and then all I'm going to do is take all those little circles and just start layering them. So I like to start on the bottom layer and just place all of my circles side by side, and then I move up. There's no right or wrong for this. You get to decide. You can decide if you want more less, completely up to you. I also like to have some of mine kind of falling out of the pot to make it look like I have a whole bunch here and there's so much that they fell off. So I'm going to put some there as well. I'll just have to move them around until you like them. Now, if you need more, go ahead, pause the video and get some more gold pieces and glue those on. And then you're going to take your crayons and you're going to, right from that pot, draw a curved line to the end of your page for your rainbow. So here I'm using red. That's my first color. And then I'm just going to color it in. So this would be a great time if you wanted to use markers or pencil crowns or paints. I'm going to use orange for my next one. So it's red, orange. When you're thinking about a rainbow, it's usually red, orange, yellow. So I'm using yellow next. So red, orange, yellow, green, and then blue, and then I'm using purple. It's usually blue, indigo, violet, but I have purple here, so I'm using the colors that I have. And then I'm just going to color them in. So you go ahead, you draw your rainbow. You could use a pencil first if that is a little bit easier for you. And then you just color in. I'm coloring mine fairly lightly. You could actually push really hard on your crayons if you want a deeper color. That would also work. And then just color everything in until I like the way my rainbow looks. And there we go. I have my rainbow. I have a little bit of space here, so I'm going to grab my pencil and write a little message. I am going to write Happy St. Patrick's Day. You don't have to write this message. You could write whatever message you would like. And then I'm going to use my black marker and just go over top of that so my message pops a little bit. You could use a black crayon or a pencil crayon, or you could make it multicolored. It's completely up to you. And there you have it. You have a pot of gold with a beautiful rainbow and a little happy St. Patrick's Day message. Thanks for joining me on Craft Club for Kids. Remember, be creative and have fun.